Hey, what's going on? Tyler here, and I got a question today from Ryan Smith, and Ryan wants to know about a book by Dr. McDougall. This is gonna be a good one. All right, Dr. McDougall has a book called The Starch Solution and promises being vegan with a large portion of your diet starch-based, and that is the best way to eat. Are there deficiencies associated with being vegan? I'm gonna get some hate mail on this one. Yes, there are deficiencies associated with being vegan, especially according to this question, having a large portion of a starch-based diet. As a human species, we didn't evolve to have a large portion of our food from a starch-based diet, okay? Sure, we can eat some roots and tubers, but every species on the planet ate meat.
Are you kidding me? This guy genuinely thinks every single animal on the planet used to eat meat. So forget bacteria, forget all the little animals like plankton in the ocean that only live off sunlight. Forget every single plant and forget all the animals that ate grass. Only some animals could have been eating meat as soon as they diverged from a carnivore. No, wait, from an omnivore. But you're just so wrong there.
The only time a species was a vegetarian, not necessarily a vegan, but a vegetarian, is when they had no access to animal products.
No, you're wrong. You couldn't be more wrong. Just look at this graph here. You have way more effective results at dealing with type 2 diabetes in these type of diets, and that's the reason why type 2 diabetes is so common. It used to be found only among really old people and kings and queens a long time ago, but now it's among kids and children. Children are being born with it. And the reason is because they're not on a vegan diet. Because people like this asshole actually believe that it's okay to just eat meat and it's healthy to eat meat and the only way you can live is by eating meat. And he's so badly wrong it hurts.
You gotta think about it like this. One animal will feed an entire community for maybe weeks, right? Whereas you find yourself a piece of fruit, you're gonna be hungry in about 5 hours.
Well, fruit actually makes you more full up because it contains fiber, which is what you need. Animal products contain bones, which is basically the fiber is the type of bone that's in plants, and if you have too much bones in your diet, it gives you kidney stones, so that's not good. Also, he said that one animal will be able to feed a family for weeks. No, that's wrong, because it will degrade. That's why you need to keep it in your body. It rots. That's why you need to eat it all. And like dogs and lions have huge stomachs, 4 times the size, like the thickness of them is 4 times the size. This is because they're designed to eat meat. And humans are simply not. We have the exact right thing to eat fruit.
Right? So it's so much more calorie dense, it's so much more energy dense, there's so many more vitamins and nutrients in high quality meats than there are in a lot of fruits and even vegetables.
I think we have an agreement. Meat does have quite a lot of nutrients in it, a lot of protein, but it's also got a lot of stuff that you definitely don't need. And in fact, you know what, the protein isn't that good for you. It doesn't really help you in fighting diseases and keeping your immune system. Protein in meat, but you do need to have fruit and vegetables to get many minerals. I know there are some people who are living in the world who don't, and that's true as well, but there's not much people who live entirely off meat, and don't really show signs of not having any fruit or vegetables. They're always malnourished or fat, like this guy. Well, he's not really that fat, but I do want to use this girl as a prime example. She's called, YouTube name's Freely the Banana Girl, and she has 30 fruit a day, just to point out that fruit definitely makes you fat. And also that if you want a perfect aesthetic body, the only way without using drugs is to use steroids. No, sorry, is to be vegan. But if you want really big muscles, you have to use steroids, like the biggest unnatural ones. But those aren't healthy. That causes massive amounts of vomiting. So at the end of the day, vegan diet is the best.
In fact, did you guys know that one of the highest nutrient foods on the planet is grass-fed beef liver? Grass-fed beef liver. It's an organ meat. It's got more nutrients than anything, including kale, right? So when people talk about veganism, especially a high starch-based diet, they're really missing the ball on what it means to be healthy.
Nope, they're not missing the ball at all. They know what it means to be healthy. You don't have to have 4 sources of food, like liver, milk, bacon, and eggs. You don't need to just have those to survive. You can have hundreds of things on a vegan diet, and all you essentially need, all of what our body shows 100% designed around, is just vegetables, fruits, and nuts and seeds. We're not really designed to take anything else, but if we do, we still use that stuff. I don't know what this guy's going on about here. He's acting very close-minded towards what veganism really represents, which is partly compassion and partly health.
To me, what does it mean to eat healthy? It means to eat real food that would have been on this earth if we weren't here.
Well, pigs, cows, and chickens, they're not naturally found in the wild. They are bred by humans to survive, so I don't know where this guy's coming from. He's got the complete opposite way around. The thing naturally found in an environment that we live off is vegetables, fruits. You can find those way before. They've been what our ancestors eat. What do you think gorillas, which have exactly the same guts and got 99.9% the same genetic gene, eat? They eat pretty much bananas. I heard somewhere it was 95%. And that's what we're supposed to eat.
Right? So, real fruits, real vegetables, none of that hybridized, commercially grown, extra sweetened, mated with some other sweet fruits, crazy Frankenstein stuff, right? None of that stuff. Real foods, animals, vegetables, real fruits, nuts and seeds, right? Fresh water, not soda pop, not chocolate cake, right? Do that. Focus on doing that at least 5 or 6 days a week, and then live on the last day. Be a person, be a real person. Enjoy something fun with your family. Go out there and not worry about having to eat so well, and eat something fun. Go out to a restaurant, right? That's what's gonna get you there. It's not that complicated. It's not as hard as everybody tries to make it seem. You don't have to become a vegan, and you don't have to, worship the paleo gods and stuff like that.
God, it just makes me so annoyed when I see that the only view we seem to have is this crazy hippies who believe that energy is found within fruit and within animals, and if you fucking eat animals, you'll die because the energy is negative. It's just so stupid. No, that's not how we are at all. We're not some crazy ass hippies who don't eat meat because it has negative energy. That's not... And we don't even worship some kind of fucking god. I think some of us are atheists, some are Muslims, some are Christians, some are Jews. That's just how we are. We're not trying to be against each other. I think this guy's missing the point again.
Answers your question. Yes, there are deficiencies with going vegan. I myself did the vegan vegetarian thing for a while. And the reason why I'm so passionate about this will be my last part of this video, is my wife got really sick. We had to go to Stanford and had her swallowing pills and testing her and doing all this stuff. And they thought that she had Crohn's disease and irritable bowel syndrome and all this crazy stuff. My wife was getting sicker and sicker in front of my eyes. She couldn't even eat because she had so much pain in her stomach. And we got rid of the grains, and we started eating meat again, and everything went away.
What the hell did you eat? Because if you eat nothing, you'll be better off than that. Were you eating shit or something? Now that's just lies. People have been vegans for their whole life. The majority of the population in the world gets a tiny amount of meat a month. And we, as animals, have never been eating meat. You were completely getting it wrong. You were failing. That could have been because of lack of water or whatever, but you need... And also, I think you could have just made this story up because it just sounds ridiculous. I've been a vegan for a month. I had no problems, feel 100 times better than if I had meat, so I don't know what the hell this guy's on about. Sorry, I've been a vegan for 6 months. Thank you for watching.